Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about how eero can help improve your online gaming experience. When playing games online, one of the most important factors is your latency, or the total time it takes for your data to reach the game server and back again. This is measured in milliseconds, which you may have seen on some of your game screens as ms. Have you ever had a command get stuck, or you pushed a button to move a character and they didn't move immediately? That means you have high latency, which is bad. Having low latency is super important when playing games that require precise timing, like Overwatch, Fortnite, PUBG, League of Legends, and pretty much any fighting game. Now, the best connection anyone can have is a hardwire one via an Ethernet cable, but this just isn't a possible setup for many gamers to have. Wireless online gaming can be responsive and precise if you have a good Wi-Fi system. The eero mesh system of products are fantastic in this regard. Whether I'm connected to the eero that's acting as the main gateway router, or an eero acting as a mesh point, the latency will be consistently low. Let's look at an example with the game League of Legends. So here we have the first Wi-Fi test. I'm connected to the Nighthawk Gaming Router, and at first it's showing my milliseconds pretty low, but then you start seeing it jump up to 76, and then into the 200s. So we're just at the loading screen right now, so this isn't a good sign already. For ease of visibility, I have the milliseconds for latency enlarged on the left side. At this point, my character should be loading cleanly, but it's being a little stuttery and I'm not really seeing the animations. So right before the match even starts, I'm already attempting to reconnect. My latency is all over the place, and that makes sense. When it's showing my latency that high in the thousands, I've lost the connection to the server and it's trying to reconnect me. I'm trying to click around for my character to move, and it's just not working well. So I've reconnected back in, but I'm already late to lane, so I'm losing out on precious time here. But now it starts going back up into the 200s and beyond, and I lose connection a second time, and I can't do anything as it attempts to reconnect. Now for the second Wi-Fi test. I have an eero Pro acting as the gateway router, and I have an eero beacon set up as the mesh point. And I'm wirelessly connected to the eero beacon. During the loading screen, you can see that my latency is staying around 56 to 57. The match is loaded. I'm floating around 58 milliseconds for my latency. My allies loaded in smoothly. I saw the animations cleanly. I'm able to buy stuff from the store, and I'm able to move around. As soon as I click a location, my character moves there immediately. There is no delay. Character movements are still clean and precise. Latency hasn't even reached 60. I fast forward to 2 minutes and 40 seconds here, and you can see my latency is still floating around 58 milliseconds. Jumping ahead to a fight, and you can see my latency is not holding me back at all. You don't want there to be lag spikes or disconnects when you run in with your teammate to try and get a kill. When you're playing any kind of online game that requires these precise movements and commands, anything under 129 milliseconds for latency is what you're aiming for. Anything over 130, and you're going to start encountering issues. But thanks to eero mesh system, there are no issues. Stay in the game with eero.